Hi everyone, my name is Aiman Nabil, and today we will go through one of the topic in computer architecture, which is memory capacity calculation. Before we go further, let me give you a simple situation that all of us that can relate. Imagine you want to download a game in a phone or a laptop. Before we clicking the download button, what the first thing that we check first? Usually, we will check how much memory is need, right? For example, the game that we want to download may require 10 gig memory, but our device only have 8 gig memory available. As a result, we can download that game, right? Even our device is working perfectly fine. This show how much memory play an important role in our computer system. This is showing that memory capacity calculation very important. In this video, we will go through what is memory capacity calculation and how to calculate it. Computer performance depends greatly on memory availability. Memory is used to store data, instruction and program that required for computer to run properly. If a computer that doesn't have enough memory, it will experience slow performance, errors or system failure. Without correct memory capacity calculation, we may run into several problems. A computer that want to run an application may have a problem due to not enough memory. The application will crash or fail to load. In a more serious case, the operating system itself can run properly due to insufficient memory. Memory capacity calculation refer to the process of determining how much our computer needs or required to run some specific operation. This is help us to understand how much data that can be accessed or stored in our computer system. This calculation is usually based on factors such as the number of memory location, the size of memory location, and the number of memory address in each system. This calculation usually use units such as bits, bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, and terabytes. In computer architecture, memory capacity calculation is very important to know how the limit of the memory. By knowing the limit of our memory, we can design the system computer that are reliable and can run the required task without running into the system error. Memory capacity calculation is useful for both developer and computer user. For developer, it can help them design the software that can run smoothly on available memory. By knowing how much memory is available, they can avoid performance issue or system crash. For user, memory capacity calculation can help them decide which the computer is best for them. User can buy computer meet their requirement without spending extra money on unnecessary memory. For example, people that use computer for daily tasks not need the same memory with people that playing game or editing video. Now, let us look at the two examples of memory capacity calculation using two examples, which is 128 MB and 1 GB. So, the first step is converting memory capacity into bytes. First, we need to convert the memory capacity into bytes. To do this, we will need to refer this table, which show that how many times we need to multiply by 124 based on the memory specification. So firstly, we will see for the 128 megabytes. So if we refer to this table back, we will see that if for the megabytes, we need to multiply by 424 twice. So the calculation will be 128 times by 124 twice, and we will get this answer. Next, for the 1 gig, we will see back to this table and we will know that we need to multiply 3 times with the number 134. So, our calculation will be 1 multiplied by 134 3 times and we will get this answer. At this point, we already know all of our memory exactly in bytes. The next step is calculating the address size using 2 power of n. Next, we will calculate the address size. To help us, we will need to refer to another table which shows us the value of the 2 power of n for each memory specification. In most computer systems, one memory address stores 1 byte. This means the number of memory address is equal to the number of the bytes. So first, we will calculate for the 128 megabyte first. Since it in megabytes, we can see in this table, we will multiply it with the 2 power of 20. So the calculation will be like this. So firstly, we will need to write 128 multiplied by 2 power of 20. Then we need to convert 128 to the 2 power of n. Then we will get 2 power of 7 multiplied by 2 power of 20. Then we will need to combine the power of both 2, which will be 2 power of 7 plus 20, and we will get 2 power of 27. By this, we can see that our address bit is 27 address bits. Next, for 1 gigabyte, since it in gigabytes, we will multiply it with the 2 power of 30 as we can see in the table. So, the calculation will be 1 multiplied by 2 power of 30. Then, we need to change the 1 to the 2 power of n. So, we will get 2 power of 0. We add both of the power and we will get 2 power of 13. This means that 1 gigabyte require 30 address bits. And the last step will be the finding the largest address. Finally, we will determine the largest address that the system can access. Since memory addressing start from 0, the largest address is calculated using 2 power of n minus 1. Or, to be more simplified, we can just use the calculation from the step 1 and minus it with 1. So first, for the 128 megabyte, we can see from the step 1, our answer is 134, 270 and 70 to 108. And we will minus it by 1 and we will get the answer for the largest address. Then for the 1 gig, we will take the answer from the step 1 too and we will minus it by 1 and we will get this answer for the 1 gig. This value represents the maximum memory location that the CPU can access in the system. By following these 3 steps, converting memory to bytes, determining the address size, and finding the largest address, we can finally understand that the memory limits of a computer system. To summarize, a memory capacity calculation is a fundamental concept for computer architecture. It is very important to let us know how much memory needed for our computer to run properly. It is very important for the system developer, system design, and hardware selection. Although memory capacity calculation look simple at first, many people make mistake because they underestimate it. A small miscalculation can lead to major system failure, such as poor performance, and incompatibility. Therefore, understanding and applying memory capacity calculation correctly is essential for anyone that is studying or working with computer system. This is an end to an hour video. I hope my video is very clear and you more understand about memory capacity calculation. That's all for me. Goodbye.